Jeff Snyder also says that Christina Hodgson she wrote the Batgirl / The Flash movie. She was actually working on a Michael Keaton Batman movie that was going to be Batman Beyond.
Crushing.
This is before I know. Well,
what?
Before Batgirl was cancelled.
Right.
Now, why I say wow? First of all, I would love this. He's the perfect choice to do Batman Beyond because he's the old Batman and he's old now.
Yes.
Terry McGinnis. It's the perfect choice, right? I mean, Affleck I think could work, but also I feel like he just started and left.
Yeah,
at the
for
same
sure.
time.
Yeah.
Keaton's perfect. He's also in the weird gothic universe, which the TV show is sort of in, but not really, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But if Batgirl came out, Batgirl's set like now.
Yes.
So you couldn't really do the weird neon, like nightmare gothic future. Like what happens?
I see what you're saying.
Is there a big flashpoint?
Because he would look roughly the same age.
He'd look the same and it would be the same kind of era, you know? Like, I'd want to see like...
Can you imagine Tim Burton's Batman universe, like that gothic city, but some of it's been torn down and now there's like super high-tech buildings
that's
and
what
stuff?
I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'd want to see. And I just think if Batgirl had have been linked to it, which presumably it would have, I don't know how that would have worked like at all. Like
maybe they'd de-age him if they were going to re-release release Batgirl at some point, which I still don't think they are.
Yeah.
I think the idea maybe would be...
You make him even older?
The smart money would be de-age him in Batgirl and then have him be his regular age in Batman Beyond, I guess.
Sure, yeah. But that wasn't how they filmed it.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work.
Well, he's in Flashpoint as well, so, we'll find... Again, like, set like he's old Batman, it's in the modern day.
I have a series of tweets here that delight me no end. This is from at Cooper Co.
Okay.
In response to the Hollywood Reporter news... something so reassuring that no matter what is happening in the world, the DC films are always being in a state of total overhaul. That Man of Steel 2 that Cavill probably quit The Witcher for and just announced, also gone. So funny The Flash is DOA for multiple reasons. And there's another tweet from a boy named Posh. He says, The Flash existing in a quantum state where it may or may not feature Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, and Henry Cavill is incredible. And this last tweet from Tim X Price says, doing a multiverse movie where you cut out all the references to your other movies and franchises due to inscrutable corporate politics is a good bit. It's like re-editing Space Jam into a movie about LeBron playing a normal basketball game.
I mean, it would probably be a better movie. But
Yeah. He's great at basketball, that guy, as far as I know.
He's the GOAT, they say. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the idea of future Batman that's just now is just Batman.
Yes.
And not interesting. So, he's got the glidey suit and the electricity and whatever, and he can stealth but if it's that, it just means he's got like a fancy suit now. Like, who gives a shit? What's that?
That's a great point.
Anyway, I hope they do it, but they do a good version of it. Yeah. Anyway, this is via the wrap. Although Gunn and Safran have been given a mandate to reshape the DC landscape, there's apparently things that they're not going to mess with, according to one Hollywood insider, and that is Matt Reeves' sequel to The Batman, J.J. Abrams' black-led Superman movie with Ta-Nehisi Coates writing, and Todd Phillips' Joker 2, and Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3, which we'll come back to.
Right.
Do you think there's a chance they will make Robert Pattinson the mainline Batman? And because if that's going forward, and Penguin's going forward as a TV series, and he's young, so and he'd probably do it, I guess.
Does he fit in with the James Gunn section of this universe? Would he work in the, say, like the Suicide? If he made an appearance in the Suicide Squad, do you think that would fit?
Yeah, I think honestly, if I was James Gunn and Peter Safran and whatever, I would.
So you're James Gunn and Peter Safran?
I'm both of them. Okay. I'm an amalgamation. I stepped into a transporter.
Okay.
I would, at the end of the Flash movie, the Flash comes back and it's Robert Pattinson. Like if I was going to do this version, that is, if they wanted to make. But also, I love the idea of that Batman series just not being encumbered by anything else.
Because I don't think you could replace, say, Affleck Batman with a new guy.
Yeah.
Because people wouldn't accept that. But if Pattinson's got a little bit of traction, I think maybe you'd have to make the suit bigger.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well,
what if you had in the Batman movies, he looks as he does, in the Batman, sort of more lankier. But then when he's taking on the Suicide Squad, for example, they put him in a kind of Dark Knight Returns power suit kind of situation.
Sure, yeah.
Because he's probably not gonna. Maybe he'd be in a Justice League sequel or something like that, but he's not going to be the main character in a new Suicide Squad or Peacemaker or something like that.
Yeah.
So you just have him show up and he's like, oh, he's got to fight King Shark, so he puts this big suit on. And then he could be Pattinson Batman, and he doesn't have to work out.
He wouldn't even
Which he doesn't want to do.
He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's also said, so I'm going to touch on some of these. Apparently, again, according to THR, Jason Momoa is stepping down as Aquaman after Aquaman 2. Aquaman, if you're in other places in the world. And he's going to play Lobo.
Right.
You saw that interview, right? Where they were like, you're going to be Lobo. He's like, who told you? I'm not. I would never say anything.
I'm Lobo.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
Amazing Lobo. Makes sense. Now let's talk about Wonder Woman 3.
Okay.
So Warner Brothers Film Group co-chairpersons and CEOs Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi.
They have a series of profit and loss statements here, and they're going to show you how actually it means that everybody liked Wonder Woman 1984.
No.
Oh.
They didn't think the treatment for Wonder Woman 3 worked and decided not to move forward with the film in its current iteration. Gunn and Safran, who had nothing to do with this decision, also agreed that the treatment didn't work. Now, Jenkins was actually asked if she would consider pitching something else for Wonder Woman 3. And she apparently refused and said that they were wrong and they didn't understand her, didn't understand the character and didn't understand character arcs and didn't understand what she was trying to do. And actually sent an email to DeLuca with a link to the Wikipedia definition of character arc.
Ouch, burn.
Love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know who's right or wrong in this situation, but if I were an executive and somebody was like, excuse me, here's the definition of character arc on Wikipedia, I'd call some people and be like, how can we get this person fired?
It seems as if this is true, she left. She said, I'm not pitching anything else and I'm leaving.
Did you also read this, that perhaps one of the premises of Wonder Woman 3 was that Steve Trevor comes back to life again? He's brought back in the Lazarus Pit.
Was that a joke
I
thing,
don't know.
though? Yeah,
you can't rule it out. That's
I did
the thing.
see that. But
there are certain premises I feel like if you were to say, well, actually the rumors about the next Marvel movie is this happening, I'd go, well, that's an obvious lie because they've got a real handle on this sort of stuff. And Feige knows what he's doing there. But if you were to say, no, actually they're bringing back Steve Trevor again, I can't rule that out for DC, honestly.
There's also a leak here that I've got that says, again, this is just on Twitter, it says that he was going to be he was going to be Hal Jordan or something as well.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so he was going to be the secret bastard son of Steve Trevor, which also wouldn't make sense because he's from like World War I, so that's probably not true.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they would be looking a way to bring Chris Pine back, but I can also understand their reluctance because Wonder Woman 1984 is not good. And I hate to say that because the first one I really enjoyed.
I can't remember what rating I gave it when we reviewed it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, all my memories of it are terrible. So.
But apparently, which I like this, Gal Gadot, or Gadot, I think it is.
Depending where you are in the world.
She's still attached.
Right.
And speaking of, she actually tweeted that she was coming back for Wonder Woman 3 the day before this broke.
That's right.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she hangs around to do Wonder Woman. Also, she should. Because I like her as one. She's got that kind of Chris Reeve kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I think it would be great if she would stay on.